Hi guys, what's up? It's Lauren, and today I'm doing a very exciting video. I'm doing a 20 goals slash resolutions for 2020, and I did a video similar to this last year and it got really good feedback and a lot of people really enjoyed it, so I thought why not do another one for this year. So I came up with 20 goals. Well, I've been thinking about them for the past week or two now, 20 goals slash resolutions that I would like to implement in 2020. So before we get started, down below leave a goal slash resolution that you have for 2020. Also, before we get started as well, follow me on Instagram. I've been posting a little more on there. I'm honestly not the greatest with other social media platforms. I literally just prioritize YouTube and then sometimes post on Instagram, but definitely follow me on my Instagram, Lauren's Boutique. I've been posting more stories and sometimes we'll post photos and stuff, so definitely do that. And if you guys are new to my channel, my name's Lauren. I make lifestyle content of my everyday life. So anyways, without further ado, let's jump on into the video. So number one is so general, and I feel like everyone has this on their list, but it is something that I've been saying. If you watch my vlogs, I literally say it every single video, but it's to get more sleep. I really don't have a sleep schedule. I barely sleep. I sleep like 6 hours a night, and the past 2 nights I've slept 9 hours and I feel like a completely different person. Like, I don't realize how much sleep does impact my energy levels and my mood. You know, if I sleep 8 or 9 hours a night, I don't need coffee, but if I sleep 6 hours, I'm literally a dead person who needs coffee. So I really need to get more sleep. It's something that I say all the time and I just never do it. Something that I really want to prioritize and make sure that I do throughout 2020 is really try to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night. And number 2 is to try different types of foods. So I'm not as much of a picky eater as I was when I was a kid. So I usually stick to the same types of food. I love Mexican food. That's like my top food that I always eat. And then I love obviously Italian food, and then just like American food like sandwiches and burgers and stuff like that. But I never really tried different types of food. And this year I tried Mediterranean for the first time. Like started getting into Mediterranean. If you guys have Cava near you, it's like the best place. It's like amazing. I love Cava so much. But I tried Mediterranean and ended up really liking it. So I want to try different types of foods. Hopefully I like it and I can maybe expand my palate a little more. Number 3 is another one that I always mention in my vlogs, and that's to give myself more time and just not rush places. I always rush places. You know, I'll give myself literally the same amount of time it takes to get somewhere. So if it takes like 10 minutes to get somewhere, I'll literally leave 10 minutes before. I just don't give myself enough time. And even if I left like 5 minutes early and got to somewhere with 5 minutes more extra time and just chilled for 5 minutes before a train came, I feel like that would make me a lot less stressed. So I'm trying to just give myself more time on things. Number 4 is to make more meals. I guess like cook more, just to do like simple easy meals that I can think of. I literally just like will heat things up or buy like frozen meals or go out to eat or things like that. I don't really make my own meals. I'd really like to prioritize making more meals myself. My next thing is spend more money on experiences than material items, because I realize at the end of the day, having tangible items doesn't make me as excited and happy as spending my money on experiences. I usually regret that way less than if I bought like a pair of shoes or something. Number 6 is to meal prep. This is kind of similar to the cooking one I just mentioned, but I want to start meal prepping because I feel like that's another way I could eat very healthy. And I feel like if I take like 30-40 minutes out of my day to meal prep something super simple, I can definitely be able to make meals that are definitely a lot better for me than, again, eating frozen meals or meals that aren't as healthy, that are quicker but just not as good for me. So I want to definitely start meal prepping. I just been into watching a lot of meal prepping videos lately and I've been very inspired to start doing that. And Sunday nights I'm usually home, so why not just meal prep and have meals ready for the whole entire week? I think that's just so smart, and I don't know why I don't implement that in my weekly routine already. So number 7 is to declutter my space. This is a very cheesy, corny one, but definitely want to declutter my space. I just did a cleaning video, which I'm going to have up on my channel soon, but I want to go through my clothes like very thoroughly and see what I need and don't need. I end up keeping clothes more than I do like other things, but I have a lot of makeup and clothes and stuff that I could definitely declutter, and that would just make me feel so much better if I decluttered everything in my room. I just would feel a lot better about myself. Number 8 is to plan a new trip, go somewhere new. I think last year, or this past year, 2019, I did a lot of little weekend trips places, but I didn't really travel too much. I kind of went to like the same places, and I want to kind of, in 2020, go to new places, even if it is a little 2 or 3 day trip, something small. Family and I used to do a road trip. We did it for like 3 years in a row, and it was so fun. We went from Florida all the way up to New York, and we stopped in like all the southern states, and it was so fun, cool seeing all the South and being able to go to all those places. So it would be really nice to just, you know, plan little weekend trips. Number 9 is to focus more on my dietary restrictions, if that makes sense. So I've noticed that going gluten and dairy free really helps my diet. And really just helps the way that I am able to digest my food. My stomach and my digestive system are just extremely sensitive, and I need to like keep that in mind. So I really want to just abide by being dairy and gluten free and really just implement that in 2020. I've been really good. I was really good about it at first, and then kind of got really bad and started eating dairy and gluten, and my stomach just got all messed up. Number 10 is to practice gratitude, which is another really cheesy one, but I think it's just something to keep in mind, just to be grateful for everything that you have. It just puts you in a better mindset and just keeps you, you know, very grounded. And I think it's something that I want to just, you know, keep in mind, is to practice gratitude, be grateful for everything that I have, because I have so much to be grateful for. Number 11 is listen to TED Talks. I love TED Talks, and I listen to a couple of them on Spotify. Spotify has like a TED Talk playlist, and I listen to a couple, and they are just really inspiring and very informative as well. You can listen to current day issues, you know, that are going on, or even like motivational talks, anything like that. So I really want to listen to more TED Talks and get more into those. Number 12 is to stick to a planner. So I completely did not use a planner this year at all. I used to be so into planners, and I kind of feel a little like lost without a planner now. So I think what I'm going to do is get myself a planner, not an expensive one, maybe go to TJ Maxx, get a planner, and actually like stick to a planner and implement things in my planner and write things down and just keep more organized that way, because I definitely completely fell off the bandwagon when it came to planners this year. Number 13 is to get more plants, which is kind of random, but I do have a plant that sits next to my bed. Plants are just really good to have in your room and in your space. Obviously help keep your air a lot cleaner and fresher and healthier, and I just want to get more plants. I just really think I'm bad at taking care of them, so that's where I need to improve on, but I do want to purchase some more. Number 14 is listening to more audiobooks. Again, I have an Audible subscription that I've been using for years now, and I just want to listen to more. Again, I used to listen to them all the time, and I kind of just stopped listening to audiobooks. Number 15 is to take a probiotic and drink more water. I put these two together because they kind of go hand in hand. Again, with like all of my stomach issues, taking a probiotic and drinking more water just really helps me in the long run, and I always just don't focus on those things. And number 16 is to read the news. I think that this is something that I used to do actually, and I kind of stopped, and it's so easy to read the news now with your phone. You can just download a news app, or even just read the Apple News that's on your phone. So I want to start reading the news more and just be more aware of what's going on, especially with like the election and stuff coming up, and that I am of age to vote. I think that's something that's really important that I should do. Number 17 is to take more time for myself, whether it be going to new coffee shops around where I live. I just need to take more time for myself. It's just something that I think is really important. You know, go to a coffee shop, even if it is Starbucks, and just sit there and, you know, edit a video, or, you know, watch YouTube videos, or just take time for myself. Number 18 is to use essential oils more. This is something that I think is very important because I just love my essential oils. I got an oil diffuser last Christmas, and I've been using it so much. I want to get oils that are good for anxiety and stress and different factors like that, and I feel like I never really use my diffuser as much as I would like to, and every time I use it I love it. So. Number 19 is one that's like more personal to me, but I feel like a lot of people are going through the same thing, and that's to prioritize paying off student debt. That's a big goal of mine, is to pay it off. So I did a really good job this year of kind of chipping away at my student debt, and I want to continue doing so. If I'm on the same track I was this year, I definitely have a good time frame of when I can get it paid off, and it's just something that kind of like sits on my shoulders and I think about a lot. It's a sad one, but it's something I definitely need to do. And then number 20 is prioritize my interests. If anything interests me or piques my interest, I definitely want to, you know, look more into it or prioritize it or do it more. Something piques your interest, why not look more into it? I feel like that's something that I want to definitely do. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any comments, questions, please leave those down below, and I will see you guys all in 2020.